This is a live demonstration of Maharishi effect. In this experiment we had a yogic flyer, as you can see him here on the video on the top right, and the meditator was sitting in another room, and we are measuring the EEG of a meditator. In this case the meditator and the flyer were actually sitting in two different rooms, and the distance between them was about 10 meters, such that the meditator could not hear the flyer. In this chart we have special correlation chart, which is happening to be in the parietal lobe, and this chart we have different colors, and these colors here are represented by these different like purple, it would be a correlation of 1, a red with correlation 0.095, orange correlation of 0.8. Now there is a green bar which is moving from left to right and leaving behind some pattern, and this pattern is representing correlation, but we have this kind of vertical dimension, and so this on the top of this chart we're having long-term correlation. We're taking into account 4 seconds of data. In the middle we take 2 seconds of data, and here we have short-term correlation, take 1 second of data. The idea here is that the flyer was supposed to have some influence on the brain of a meditator, even though the meditator could not hear him, so there wouldn't be no direct physical connection or response. But if on the level of the consciousness somehow there was some influence, we wanted to see here in this experiment. In this experiment we are particularly looking in the effect of yogic flying after the event of flying. Now flying, as you will see, is comprised of several hops, like 1 to 5 hops, and they have been in the 10 seconds of this flying session, there have been 18 such flying events. Out of these 18 events, it turned out that 16 of these events have had some significant impact on the brain of a meditator. 4 of them were a little bit delayed, and so we will just see in this video 12 of these events and how it plays out in the brain of a meditator. So if you just play the video. Right, you see right after there is a build-up of correlation coming up, and then it comes to an end. There is a next hopping session right during hopping, and right after there is low correlation, and then it starts building up again. You can see this red area here like this. So another hopping session, and again starts to build up like that after the event. Next hopping session, during hopping and right after is a low correlation, and then it rebounds or builds up slowly, and then I think it can even build more like that. Here it looks like we had an artifact right after, but this artifact is now gone, and then we would see what's happening with the brain. Again, it's slowly building up, and here even more strongly. There is another hopping event, a low correlation, and then rebounds and slowly gains traction and becoming much stronger after that. Another hopping event, and again build up after the event in the brain of a meditator. And the second wave here, another event is very low, and then it rebounds and then builds up again. A second wave like this. Another session, and again right after, and then a second wave like that. So it seems to be some kind of as if relaxation, and then after this event is over, things come back to normal. So again build up after that. So again another flying event, and strongly building up after that. A second wave like this. Another hopping event. During the event of hopping there is usually low correlation. in the brain, and then it recovers. And here it's quite strong like that again.